Hey guys, in this video I want to show you why Wonderland is a scam and why it doesn't work, and just how to really prevent yourself from losing a lot of money in crypto by understanding the model. Look, like even before all this nonsense that happened with Shifu and Danny, um, this model to me was not sustainable, and I'll show you why. But also, if we look at how Danny behaved, it's absolutely despicable, and I want to go through that as well. That person should really be ashamed of themselves. And so let's go into the numbers. So the treasury balance has $683 million with an APY of 82,000%, 83,000%. And the actual TVL is 267 million. So if we look at that, right, you say, okay, there's $267 million that's earning 83,000% a year. If you want to multiply that by the TVL times the APY, you are talking about $222 billion. Now, where does that money come from? It's literally saying, hey, we're going to generate money from thin air, and you're going to make, like, they're going to have to account for $222 billion if everybody stays, right? The only way that you would be able to yield this is if this amount minus the TVL is injected in, and that would be the only way that this would be sustainable, is if somehow people would put in $221 billion so that you can make this APY. I hope that makes sense, right? Like, you kind of have to look at this model and think, okay, if someone put in $1,000 and they want to earn this APY, everybody is earning this APY. So after a year, it would be this much. And you might say, okay, TA wise plus the APY makes it lucrative swing trade, sure. If you know how to do heavy technical analysis, and even then you can't predict what will happen, but you'd have risk management to pull out when it's at a loss. And it'd be a gamble either way, right? But I hope this makes sense where the model doesn't make sense. They cannot generate this money out of thin air. Really, what this is this. This is how the model really works. They put in, $100,000, Danny and all of them, early on when the price was worth what? I don't know. I don't know what the starting dollar was. Maybe it was $300, right? And there's all this talk that Danny lost 8 figures. Like, come on. The person's already made so much money off of everybody else. This type of model is definitely the type of model where you are trying to get in and out very quickly. It's an in and out play. Um, and this type of model with Ohm and everything, I knew from the beginning. I've shared it in my Discord. I've shared it everywhere else. Like, if you want to get in this model, you have to be the early pre-sale investor to get the pump, and you need to exit. That's how these models work, because logically the money makes no sense of where $221 billion is gonna get injected. Unfortunately, people are so crazed about DeFi and this new model of Ohm that they all try to jump in. And I mentioned Temple DAO. I got in and I got out in profits because I knew what to do. I knew that this model is not sustainable. Now, if we look at what happened with Danny, it's honestly some of the most despicable stuff I've seen. And you tell me, right? Today's allegations about our team member Sifu will circulate. I want everyone to know that I was aware of this and decided that the past of an individual doesn't determine their future. So I'm just going to ignore the fact that this person stole, 200 something million dollars or whatever it was from an exchange, and he never paid it back. He never had the conscience to pay back what he had done. It would have been different if he actually paid it back and Danny was like, oh, okay, he's paid it back, he's changed. No, this person has pocketed 200 million from other people, stolen it, and decided that he's not going to return any bit of it. Oh, I choose to value the time we spent together without knowing his past more than anything. One of the reasons why blockchain technology is so powerful is because it has no bias on your past. What the? Like, that's probably the most stupid Like, I don't want to go into strong words here, but this person is downright evil. I don't care what kind of image they want to implant. They knew, if we look at the model, they knew that this was a moneymaker for them. They created no value for other people. This is a pump and dump type of scam model that only a scammer would think of. Now we add on the fact that this person ignored the fact that they knew beforehand that this person was a scammer and decided to still let them be in it. Like, oh, I'll fight for him, proven to be a good actor despite the past. Come on, like, it's clear that this model's a scam. You wanted in. You wanted someone else who's good at scamming people to be in because they're good at making you money. And now you play this really fake role of everything else. I hope this really shows the character of this person. And you definitely should never be investing in any of the stuff that this person does, because what I found from entrepreneurship, go look at Alex Becker's stuff. He talks about Akon Mirza, who scammed him, and how smart that person was. Danny here is not a smart scammer. Um, Akon Mirza was actually a smart scammer. But people don't really change. Like, someone who's a true scammer doesn't really change. In my life, maybe there's one case that I've seen that's changed, but I can't even think of it. I've always seen scammers continue to scam and scam and scam. And in the end, it's like, look at the founders of who you invest in and make sure that they're good people. Avoid Danny by all means necessary and this OX Sifu guy. But I hope that y'all, in hindsight, if you invested in time, see that like what the lesson was and make sure that you don't make the same mistake. But I also hope you see how despicable some people are and what crypto allows. It allows these scammers like Danny to be in the space and really make it a bad space, because right now it's no man's land. And even though I hate regulation and I don't want it to happen, I think it should happen because you have these bad actors like Danny out there who are just really bad people. And if you think about it one last time, like, imagine if you were trying to create a company that really mattered. Would you, in good faith, know that you're hiring a guy who's scammed 200 million or whatever it was from an exchange and never returned a dime? Wouldn't you have a conversation at least and be like, hey man, you're really smart. Will you please refund what you've done and show others that you're, doing this? The second thing is, why wouldn't you disclose this to your community? Like, anyway, I hope you see that this person is a scumbag just like Sifu, and this is not a good person. No matter how they want to spin it, no matter what kind of words they use, this person should be blacklisted. You should be getting out of Abracadabra money, totally ignoring Mim. The person has made their money through scamming others, through making models that seem all innocent. And in the end, their only intention is to create something to scam others. So, darker video, but I really don't like such people, and I hope this has shed some light to these type of bad actors who act like they're good people when they're really not. And I hope you protect your money better if you got into time, that you just do some analytics on it and be like, does this really make sense? It doesn't. So I hope this helps, guys.